Hi everybody, and welcome to my review of Season 4, Episode 4 of Little Women Atlanta. If you have not seen this episode yet, this video will act like a spoiler, so you might want to watch this video later. The name of this episode is You're Fired. The episode begins with Tanya. She is shown at her house. Then, Sam and Money visit her. Money comes into Tanya's house wearing a snorkel and goggles. In the commentary, Money says that Tanya hasn't been feeling well with her pregnancy, so she decided to wear those things to cheer her up. Money asks Tanya how she's doing. Tanya says she's okay, but she's just exhausted. Sam said that she brought her makeup kit so she can do Tanya's makeup. Money brought Tanya a foot bath so Tanya can get a foot massage. Money also fixes herself, Tanya, and Sam a drink, a non-alcoholic one for Tanya. Sam asks Tanya if she is dilated. Tanya says that she is 1.5 centimeters dilated, and she's ready to deliver. Then, Money brings up how she is thinking about having another baby. She says she's going to make a doctor's appointment so she can see if it's safe for her to have another child. Next, Juicy and her friend Abira meet up at a restaurant. In the commentary, Juicy says when she found out that Abira was in Atlanta for a few days, she couldn't help but to link up with her to let her know about her new management venture. But they will have to calm the waters with the other ladies because the last time everybody saw Abira, it wasn't pretty. Juicy asks Abira what's been going on with her. Abira said that she's just been working and traveling. Juicy tells Abira about her new management venture with her friend Johnny. She said that she's heard that Abira has been doing her thing in the music industry, and she says that she wants to manage her. Abira says that she made a few tracks, but she hasn't really pursued her music career. She says that she's been getting good feedback from others about her music, but she doesn't know if they are telling others about it. Juicy says that they are telling other people because she has heard some of her music herself. She plays one of Abira's songs off of her phone. Abira says that she is honored to hear that Juicy likes her music, but she doesn't know Johnny. She asks if Johnny is big off of the little factor, because when she puts her music out there, she is serious, and she doesn't want people hyping up the fact that she's a little person. Juicy says she played some of Abira's music for Johnny, and she didn't tell Johnny that she was a little person. Abira says that she is open to meeting Johnny. Juicy says that she will be dealing with other artists as well as the Tiny Twins. She asks Abira if there won't be any problems between her and the twins. Abira says that the twins are cool, she's cool. In the commentary, Juicy says that trying to convince the twins to work with Abira will not be easy. Next, Amanda is shown at her apartment. Minnie visits her. Minnie says that lately she's been on her healthy tip, so she has decided to run a 5K race, which is equal to 3 miles. Minnie says that she wants to accomplish it and do something to show others that little people can do anything. Amanda says that that is good, and she encourages her to do it. Minnie asks Amanda if she had fun at the birthday party. Amanda says yes, but it felt awkward with Chris and her parents not talking to each other. In the commentary, Minnie says that she's worried about Andrea being pregnant soon after she gave birth to Aubrey, and she hasn't given herself a chance to heal fully. Amanda says all they could do is be there for Andrea, because she doesn't want her to get stressed. Minnie asks Amanda what is next as far as her and her sister being the Tiny Twins. Amanda says she doesn't know. Minnie also asks Amanda what does that mean for her. In the commentary, Amanda says that she feels like she's nothing without Andrea, but she can't keep putting her life on hold every time Andrea wants to have a baby. She doesn't know what Andrea wants to do with her future, but they started their career together. She hopes her sister wants to continue with the Tiny Twins, but if she doesn't, she has to figure out what's next for herself. Money goes to see the gynecologist. In the commentary, Money says that she and Moreland have been putting off talking about having kids together because they had to plan their wedding, and she had to work out custody issues with her son's father. Now that the wedding is over, and she worked out her custody issues, the time is right. Money tells the doctor that she's thinking about having another child, and it's been 11 years since she's had one. She mentions how when she delivered her son, she had a C-section, and she was told that her pelvic bones were too narrow to deliver a baby naturally. She says that she is just scared and wants to know if she can even get pregnant. The doctor says if Money is a little person with an average-sized baby, it's not going to fit through her pelvis. The doctor asks Money how old she is. Money says 33. The doctor says in terms of worrying about Money's health, 33 is a great age to have a baby. Money is happy. The doctor asks Money where Moreland is on having a baby. Money says that she has not talked to him about it, but they have spoken about it in the past. The doctor says that it's a good idea for Money to talk to her husband. Minnie and her mother Tammy go to a restaurant together. They do some catching up with each other, since they don't live together anymore. Tammy says that she feels like Minnie wants to tell her something. Minnie says that there is something she wants to talk about. She tells her mother that she signed up for a 5K run. Tammy asks Minnie if she signed somebody else up. Minnie says that she signed up for herself. In the commentary, Minnie says that she finally signed up for the 5K race and Sam will be running the race with her. Minnie says that she feels like she's ready. She did 3 miles on the treadmill and it was nothing. Tammy says that running on the treadmill is different than running on the road. Minnie says that she wants to be one of the top 25 people that finish the race first. Tammy laughs. Tammy asks Minnie if she realizes that there are people who look forward to things like races, and there will be 25 people who might finish before her. Next, Amanda visits her sister Andrea at her new house. In the commentary, Amanda says now that she knows where her sister stays, she can pop up anytime she wants. Andrea gives Amanda a tour of her house. The two have a drink. Amanda brings up what happened at the birthday party. Andrea says it was awkward walking in since her parents and Chris didn't speak to each other. She doesn't want to deal with that for the rest of her life, and Chris needs to speak to their mom and dad. In the commentary, Amanda says that Chris needs to man up and work things out between their parents for the sake of his family. Andrea says that she agrees, but their parents need to realize that she and Chris are going to work things out. Amanda asks Andrea, since she's pregnant, what will they do about being the Tiny Twins? Andrea says that she can't do any more gigs and she is starting to show. Amanda asks if that is temporary or forever. She says that she needs to know so she can talk to their manager and they need to figure out what to do. She says there is nothing really going on for them at the moment. Andrea tells Amanda that she has to handle that on her own. Like, she should come up with some kind of backup plan for, whenever her sister decides to have a baby, or if her sister decides that she doesn't want to do Tiny Twins anymore. That's why if you want to be in the entertainment industry, you gotta have some kind of solid backup plan. Always. Tanya is shown at her house having contractions. Her boyfriend Devon walks into the room to check on her. He asks how she's doing. In the commentary, Tanya says that her contractions have been getting closer and much more intense. Thankfully, Devon took off work and school to make sure that he's there when the baby comes. Tanya told Devon that her midwife told her to keep her updated with everything. Devon asks Tanya how her midwife feels about Tanya having a water birth. Tanya says, fine, but she thinks she's a little nervous, like everyone else is. Devon asks Tanya if she doesn't know of any other little people who have had water births. Tanya says no. Devon decides to go through the birth plan. He asks Tanya what would they do if they ran into any trouble. Tanya says they will go to the nearest hospital. Tanya says that she hopes that they could keep going. Tanya starts to cry in pain a little bit because she is having another contraction. Next, Amanda meets with her and her sister's entertainment manager, Gail. Gail asks where Andrea is. Amanda says that Andrea is pregnant. Gail asks what does that mean for the Tiny Twins. Amanda says that she doesn't want to put stress on her sister, and her sister had a lot of complications with her previous pregnancy. She says that she talked to Andrea about it, and at the moment, Andrea doesn't want to do anything. So at the moment, there is no Tiny Twins. Gail asks Amanda, what about her? Amanda says that she doesn't want to do anything without her sister. The manager says Amanda has to plan for her future. She says that she has set up meetings with her and reached out to her about some paid promotions on Instagram. She says that the person that wanted to be promoted asked her what the twins said about promoting them, and she told them that she was still waiting to hear from them. Amanda tells the manager that she did get back to her regarding that opportunity and said that she would do it. Amanda brings up the messages that she sent the manager regarding that opportunity, and she reads them. Then Amanda says that she doesn't want the manager making her look bad and making her look like she doesn't respond. Gail says only Amanda can make herself look bad. Gail says that she respects both of the twins and she's fine with whatever Amanda wants to do. But when she sends somebody something for an interest in an opportunity, and Amanda shouldn't send her messages telling her to prove things to her. She doesn't need to prove herself to anybody, and she's very good at what she does. Amanda says that she doesn't have to answer to a text message if she doesn't want to. Gail says that she does. Amanda tells Gail that she's working for her. Gail tells Amanda to relax, And then Amanda tells Gail that she needs to relax. Amanda says that their relationship is terminated and she doesn't want anything to do with Gail. Amanda gets up and leaves. I really thought Amanda was out of line in this scene. I am on Gail's side because Gail was the one who was getting the twins gigs. Without her, they probably wouldn't have gotten 3/4 of the opportunities that they took advantage of. And Amanda needs to smell the coffee and learn the importance of communication, especially when it comes to her income and professional situations. You know, she was out of line. Sam and Minnie go running together so they can train for the 5K race. Minnie says that when running, she always tries to catch up with people. She says when she tries to catch up with average-sized people, her legs start to hurt. Sam says that she feels like the race will be good for them. They might struggle a little bit, but she thinks that they will get it done. In the commentary, Minnie says that when running this race, she wants to prove that little people can do anything that average-sized people can do. Minnie asks Sam if Tanya is still considering doing a natural birth. Sam says she is, and she's not on board with it, but it's not her decision. Minnie asks Sam if Tanya knows what might happen. Sam says that Tanya does, but she would feel less of a woman if she doesn't give it a shot. It makes her uneasy, and she says that Tanya could die. The twins go to an ice cream shop so they can meet with Juicy. Before Juicy arrives to the shop, Andrea asks Amanda what happened between her and Gail. Amanda tells her what happened. Andrea says that she's glad that she wasn't there. Juicy arrives to the shop. One of the twins asks Juicy why she wanted to meet with them. Juicy sarcastically says that she just wanted to say hi and tell them how pretty they are. But Juicy says that she does have something that she wants to talk about. She tells them that she joined her friend Johnny's management company, and she wanted to talk to them about being managed under their company. She has also talked to Abira about signing her onto the company. The twins tell Juicy that asking them to be on their team along with Abira is weird. Juicy tells the twins that they are not going to get along with everyone that is in their line of work. In the commentary, the twins say that it is wrong for Juicy to sign Abira before them after all they've been through. Amanda says that she and Andrea are taking a break as far as being the tiny twins, but she thanks Juicy for considering them. In the commentary, Juicy says that the twins need to do what is best for them, and it's not going to look good when she tells Johnny that they turned her down. Juicy tells the twins if they change their mind, they can call her. I know these twins are not nitpicking and stuff when they just broke things off with their manager. They need to put on their big girl panties and duke it out for the sake of their careers, because so what if Juicy signed Abira first? This is about business, not friendship. But I guess that's all part of maturing and learning. They will learn. They will learn. Next, Money and her husband Moreland go to a bakery shop to chat. Money brings up how she's ready to have another baby. Moreland says they already had that discussion, and they agreed that their other children are already mature, and they don't want to start all over because they want to explore different areas in life. In the commentary, Money says that Moreland already has 4 kids, so this is a big step. Wow, I had no idea Moreland had kids. I thought he didn't have any. They already put the discussion to the side before. Now Moreland is acting like it's never going to happen. Money says if it's going to happen, it has to happen at that moment or never, because they are getting older. Moreland says that they like to travel, but a baby is going to cut all of that out. Money says that she went to the doctor, and the doctor said it's a good time for her to have more kids. Moreland asks Money why she did that without talking to him, and that is a life-changing event. He asks Money if she thinks she was being fair by not talking to him about it. He says they will be raising that child together, and he has to alter his life too. Moreland says he's not ready to have another child in this point of his life. Juicy meets up with her business partner / friend, Johnny. She brings Abira along with her, since she's considering signing her onto the agency. Johnny asks Abira how she came up with her stage name, Little V. Abira says that V means vicious. When she was younger, she was picked on, and she would use being vicious as a clapback. Johnny asks Abira if she can do something for him. Then, Abira stands up and starts rapping. Then while she's rapping, she stands on the table, and Johnny is impressed. He says he likes how she got in character, and looks like she wants the opportunity. Then, Johnny asks Juicy what are they going to do about signing the twins onto their agency. Juicy says the twins parted ways with their manager, and they don't know what direction they want to go. She says she told them when they do make up their mind, make sure she and Johnny are the first people that they call. Johnny says it is what it is, and he is not mad. They will just keep it pushing, and things will be great if Juicy keeps on bringing in more good talent like Abira. If you want to hear some of Abira's music, click on the link in the description. You're welcome. In the final scene of the episode, it is the day of the 5K race that Minnie and Sam will be running. Sam arrives to the park where the race will be taking place, and Amanda goes with her for support. Then Minnie and her mother Tammy arrive to the park. Minnie says that she's nervous. She says that she doesn't want to be the last person to finish the race. Minnie starts to cry a little. Tammy, Sam, and Amanda console Minnie and tell her that she's going to be alright. The race begins. Sam and Minnie start running, and then Minnie gets a cramp in her leg. The two slow down. They stand to the side so that Minnie can cool off a little bit. They begin to walk in the race. Minnie starts sweating and breathing hard. She leans onto a parked car and starts to cry. Sam hugs Minnie and tells her that she can do it. Sam and Minnie continue to walk. In the commentary, Sam says that Minnie is so upset that she's pushing herself really hard, and she's worried that she's going to get hurt. Minnie's leg cramps again. Minnie tells herself to come on. She sits on the curb of the street. Minnie tells Sam that she didn't want that to happen. Sam says that that's life. They are little people and they have health problems as it is. With them being small, they are more likely to be overweight and they don't have good bones. And she has felt Minnie's pain before. Sam and Minnie do not make it to the finish line. Instead, they walk back to where they started and meet Tammy and Amanda. Minnie starts to cry again. Tammy consoles Minnie. She says that Minnie will finish the race next time, and she started the race, and next time she'll know what to do since this was her first race that she ran. Tammy and Minnie walk together. Tammy tells Minnie not to get down on herself because she didn't finish. She tells her to think positive. Minnie says that she wanted to finish the race. Tammy says that things take time. Then Tammy says that she wants to look like Halle Berry, and it would take time for her to achieve that. In the commentary, Minnie says that she is disappointed, but deep down she knows that her mom is right. Minnie says that she's going to train harder and do another race. Then, Sam gets a call on her cell phone. Devon is on the phone calling her to tell her that Tanya was in labor for a long time and had to go to the hospital. He says that her midwife got concerned and Tanya's blood pressure went up. Sam starts to panic. And this is to be continued next episode. From hearing that, it looks like Tanya will not be having a natural birth. And about Minnie, I just thought it was heartbreaking watching Minnie get a cramp and start crying when she was trying to finish the race. Like, it made me sad when I was watching that. You can't just get up and do a 5K race without training, like a week before. No, it takes time, But like her mother said, she knows what to do now. She'll train and maybe do a race a year later, maybe. But it's good that Minnie signed up for the race, on her health tip, trying something new. Yeah. I don't have much to say, so I'm going to talk about what's going to happen next time. Next time on Little Women Atlanta. Amanda says that she's been thinking about doing, things on her own, I guess as far as her career. And then they show her giving someone a manicure. I think she wants to be a nail tech. Tammy talks to Minnie about how she's concerned about Minnie wanting to do a certain procedure. Then they show Minnie crying, telling Tammy and Sam that they don't understand what she goes through every day. Then all the ladies are shown together at a restaurant. Tanya says that the ladies don't know how hard it is for her to be there. So maybe she had the baby, maybe she didn't get to have a natural birth. And then Juicy asks Tanya where the baby is. And they cut out the part where Tanya tells her. And then all we can hear is Juicy saying, "Oh, that's a shame." And that's all we see for the preview for next episode. So maybe Tanya is going to have her baby next episode. I hope so. Maybe it's maybe because, this week I saw an article for something. E.T. or something, where they show a picture of Tanya's baby and, talking about when she was born and stuff. So I guess time is coming. So I guess that episode will be approaching. We've been waiting so long. We've been waiting a year. Yeah, almost a year. Yeah, almost a year to see Tanya's baby. That's all I have to say. So I'm going to wrap this video up. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Follow me on Twitter at ILUMoreThanThis. Follow me on Instagram at Taurus_charm. Subscribe to my channel. If you have subscribed, turn on my notifications. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!